As President Ramaphosa is set to deliver his annual State of the Nation address in Cape Town today, parents of over 700 learners at Kgatelopele Secondary School in Bultfontein in the Free State say their children's rights to education have been violated. The school that was established in 2022 was not provided with learning material, furniture, and to date, it just does not have proper infrastructure. Parents are hoping that the president will prioritise education to address their challenges. For more on this, we've got our reporter Makgala Masiteng, who's in Bultfontein in the Free State. She's at the school, in fact. I imagine now is sort of the time where we would see the kids starting to arrive, parents around. I mean, you explained a very dire situation in that particular school, but it'd be good to also hear the views of those that are there and involved every day with the school. Let me hand it over to you.
Thank you very much, Leanne. In fact, I've seen some of the staff members starting to arrive, but let me indicate that starting from Monday, if I'm not mistaken, learners have been stopped from coming to school as parents are trying to get the attention of the department to come and intervene on this situation. So I've seen the staff members coming in, but we are not expecting learners to be coming to school today. We'll obviously continue to monitor what will be happening throughout the day, but I am standing with some of the parents here and SGB members just for them to talk to us about those challenges, Leanne, that they've been facing since 2022 when this school was established. Thank you very much for joining us. Talk to us about some of those challenges that you want to be addressed, especially with regards to the school.
Seeing that this day is the President's Day, I would like the President to touch on these issues. What I believe that this is a human rights violation, especially when it comes to children. At the beginning of this school, the establishment of this school, that was the beginning of the violations of human rights, I believe, because for this school to be established, it was well planned. But when things goes on, it indicated that human violations were practiced by the district.
What is happening? What are those things that make you to say that children's rights have been violated?
First, at the beginning, the government must provide the school with infrastructure, learning materials, health issues, everything. Because when we look at this, when it starts with health, it was violated. The learning materials, everything was violated. For this structure to be brought here, it was a fight. For these structures to be dressed, it was a fight. For this school to get furnitures, it was a fight. The children were suffering. At the beginning, there was no water. The school was started at 7 o'clock up until 11 o'clock because the children were released to go home because there was no water, there was no food. There were not learning material, no books, no textbooks. So the rights of children were violated. And also health issues. There is no cleaner at the school. With 700 children, the toilets need to be cleaned, everything needs to be cleaned, but there's no one to clean them. Last week, the principal herself was the one who was cleaning the toilets. And we did have a cleaner here who was promoted to another school. And while performing his duty at that school, he was getting his salary from this school of Kgatelopele. When we challenged the department about that issue, then they stopped the salary of that person to come from our school. Then we took them up about now we need a cleaner. Then they came up. They came up with there's no money, but interviews were done. Everything was done. We had our men.
Just lastly, the furniture and the learning material. Talk to us about that, just briefly.
It's a long story. When let me say, our school furniture, let me say the desk, specifically the desk. There are only desks for 3 classrooms. So the other 10 classrooms didn't have or don't have their own desks. Those are the desks that we borrowed from other schools. And we are all, I believe we are also contributing to violating the rights of the other schools' children, because we are keeping their furniture at our school and they demand it. No, there's no other way we can do. We don't have furniture.
Thank you very much. Due to time, those are some of the issues, Leanne, that the parents are indicating, that the fact that there are plus minus 16 classes, actually there were 14 classes, and then they had to turn a storeroom and a staff room into classes to accommodate some of the learners. And as the parent there indicated, he's saying that they actually only had furniture for few classes, and other classes, all the furniture that is in there were taken from other schools for this school to be able to be running. So currently, Leanne, I see the staff members keep coming in, but learners are not coming today. And this started on Monday as parents are trying to get the attention of the Department of Education. Of course, they are hoping that the president, when he addresses the nation, will be able to touch on some of the issues that are affecting the education, to be specific, as they've indicated that the issue is the issue of finance, as well as the infrastructure and the learning material as well. Leanne, we've spoken yesterday to with some of the learners who were indicating that the teachers don't even have textbook. They have to use question papers from last year, especially in grade 11, to teach learners. So that's how they are coping at this moment, of course, but we'll keep in touch and see what is happening here.
Very sad story there, Makgala. Something that you don't want to be hearing happening so close to home, and certainly one that is affecting the lives of so many of these children who are not even going to school because it's being closed until further notice because of all of the issues that you mentioned. Makgala, thanks so much for keeping us updated there. Bultfontein is where she is in the Free State. So education, hopefully something that is going to be focused on quite a bit by the president in his SONA.